In this video, you're going to learn the best way to source profitable Amazon products for any holiday or season. Selling seasonal products on Amazon can be a great way to make some extra money because of how in-demand products become during a very small time period, and that usually means that prices go crazy. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to find as many of those limited time opportunities as possible and show you how to take advantage. And the strategy I'm about to break down for you has helped me sell over $5 million on Amazon. So take notes, drop any questions you got down below as we're diving in, and let's start off. So to start sourcing some of these profitable items, I'm going to use Easter as an example of a holiday. This will work for any holiday, any back to school season, Christmas season, that kind of thing. I'm going to show you how to source products specifically for this time period. For me right now, I'm filming this really close to Easter. So these are going to be the products that are nicely spiked in demand and usually spiked in price as well. So here's like a bag of candy. This is the type of thing you can get for $4 or $5. You can see a lot of the search results are $4.50, $3.50, that kind of thing. You basically just need a starting point for going out and starting to find some of these profitable seasonal products. You can use this as an example if you're watching this near Easter. And the type of products that I specifically like to start from and look to source more of are all name brand products, typically products that are pretty cheap to get at local retail stores and we can sell for a lot more on Amazon, right? So here's like a bag of candy. Maybe you can't get this at your local retail store, that kind of thing. So you go and you buy it at a premium on Amazon, right? And you can see this is a pattern that repeats itself. So you see here down on Keepa, this is the tool that I use to basically track products over time. And in this example, you see how that sales rank has dropped a ton recently. It makes total sense with Easter right around the corner that this is going to sell really well. You can see if I zoom out to the year-long view, you see how that sales rank dipped way down last year, and then even the price went pretty crazy last year. It's even higher this year, which is cool. You can see when I zoom out again, you see how that green sales rank line kind of repeats itself every year during Easter. You can see where that sales rank goes super, super low. And then a lot of times the prices went high with it, right? So you can see usually it was like $10. Easter came around and it was selling for 14, 11, up to 14 again. And then basically whatever price people wanted to charge, you can see there was only one seller left on this listing. So this is the type of listing you want to start out by sourcing. And we'll use this example to source a lot more winning items. But the first thing you want to do when it comes to sourcing these seasonal items is make sure you have a Google Sheet set up for the specific season you're sourcing for. So for example, right now I'm sourcing for Easter. The reason why you want to set up these Google Sheets is because the types of products you're going to source with this are only good during one certain season, obviously. And you don't want to forget about a lot of those products that were either really good when you were sourcing for them so you can buy them next year, or maybe it's right now where it's spring and you want to start stocking up on items for Christmas. You don't really want to buy those right now and sit on them for 6 months, but you do want to store the product ideas, right? And that's where using the Google Sheets feature of SellerAmp will make you a ton of money. If you don't have any of these Google Sheets set up, go into your SellerAmp account, go to Sheets, and then set up, and then you can see I'll set this one up live with you guys. So this right here, this is everything that you might want to track for like your Easter list, basically. You can go in here and add whatever you want. So if you want to add category, there's a ton of different options of things that you can add in here. Make it as simple or as complicated as you want. I'm going to go ahead and leave it like this just as an example, right? And when I go back over to the Amazon listing, I can click that Easter button, and then that's going to export this product, all the data that I wanted to see, to this Google Sheet here. So I know, hey, that product that I found, it was good last Easter, might just be something you want to be aware of, right? Or better yet, when it comes to seasons like Christmas that aren't here yet, you want to have a big list of products that are really good to sell, right? So this stuff that we're a little bit here, stuff that's nice and profitable during the Christmas season. And even though it's not profitable right now, it might not be close to Christmas season, you don't want to forget about those products. You want to be able to come back and source a lot of those great leads. And so now how do we find a lot of those specific seasonal products to add to our Google Sheets and to actually buy when it's in the right season, right? So to do that, I'm going to start looking at the storefronts of other Amazon sellers that have already successfully sourced a seasonal product. So reverse sourcing is one of the two ways that I'm going to show you guys to do some of this sourcing. The second way is really cool, and the first one is a lot more beginner friendly. And as I'm diving into these storefronts, number one, I can see all the brands they sell, all the categories that they carry. So this seller is selling lots of different items. The reason why I like storefront stalking for looking for seasonal items is a lot of times people that do one seasonal item, they specialize in a lot of that stuff. This person seems like they're selling pretty much anything that's profitable, but we can also specifically zero in and let's say Reese's, for example. Reese's I know has some seasonal products, and this is a great example. It seems like there is like an Easter candy right here, Easter bunny, Easter egg pieces, all that kind of stuff. So now we're already getting introduced to more seasonal products, so we can go ahead and take a look and see if they are profitable. So to do that, I'm going to hit the Google button right there, and this is saying if I can buy this for $10.74 or less, I'm going to be making some profit on this. And let's see, yeah, so it actually looks like they're on sale at Walmart for $10.66, and so I definitely want to check these out and plug in my fees and make sure these are still profitable. Seems like it's probably like a limited time opportunity. This is something where Amazon is usually on it, but it looks like they sold out, so you could definitely run out to the grocery store and get these and make some profit right there. Nice and profitable, $3 profit, 30% ROI. It's in the grocery category as well, so don't have to worry about any returns or anything like that. So that'd be a pretty decent profitable example. We can also see if any of these other ones have any profit waiting for us. So let's see if we can buy this 1 pound bunny for 10 bucks. We're making money. Let's see, this looks like $11.97. Let's see, so we might be able to create some profit here. I'll show you guys what that looks like. I'll open that Amazon listing, and then the max cost option on SellerAmp makes this a lot simpler. So we know that we're not getting this for 99 cents. You can also see, you see how the price has been dropping a lot recently on the chart on SellerAmp here. That shows me that probably maybe used to be profitable, like this higher price point, and then a lot of people hopped on for whatever reason. It's not profitable anymore. Let's see, here's like an Easter bunny cream selling. We need to buy it for $370 or something like that. Yeah, so $370. It says buy one and save. Maybe we get like a discount or something like that. Definitely want to check that out. Let's see, so C1 deal. Let's see, what's so buy one get one 25% off. I don't think that's going to be quite enough. So basically, if you buy like 20 of these, we can get 10 of them at 25% off. So it'd basically be like 12% off. I'm still curious. We can plug in the numbers and see if it works out, but it's probably not quite there. Let's see, so this Easter bunny chocolate right here, this one was $11.70. This one was $11.97, and we can actually try to create some more profit on this. So we can go to cardbear.com and you can basically buy discounted money. So for example, today at Walmart, we can get an extra 6% discount, and basically we'll just go in here, and 6% is not going to be enough. I just want to show you guys this example. It's going to make a ton of items profitable for you. We could pay $470 for a $500 Walmart gift card. So we can immediately include that profit in our calculation. It's not going to be enough. In this example, this is $11.97, and then we could sell it for $22 right there. This is not going to be enough, and I'll show you guys. So $11.97 right there, we get a 6% discount, so I can do times 0.94. Not really. I don't want to make $1 per unit, and hopefully you don't either. So we can go ahead and kill that idea there. Let's see, this was, what was it from our source? $4.69. So $4.69. We know we can get a 12% discount with that target circle deal basically. So the ROI on this is good. The profit per unit's a little bit lower than I usually like to look for. So this would be up to you as an item you want to check out basically. But the main thing when it comes to reverse sourcing, especially seasonal products, I just like to jump through stores as quick as possible here. And I want to go to the example of a product that was nice and profitable to look at some more storefronts. So we can see like this storefront's got like 250 feedback. Let's see, what brands are they on? So there's like some Hershey's. That's going to have some Halloween products, that kind of thing. Hershey's is definitely going to have some Easter products, that kind of thing. Let's see. So while you're doing this, there's usually no reason to focus solely on seasonal products, by the way. I'm just doing it for the video. You'd want to be checking out all these different products. Let's see. So we can get this for $12.74. We're profitable, or $12.64. What are these going for? Like $15. There is like a Sam's Club. That's not quite the same. Yeah. So that's $15 at Target and Walmart. Not gonna be able to create enough profit there. So with that in mind, that's a great way to find a lot of these seasonal products, especially come Q4, back to school. A lot of people really specialize in that kind of thing. Easter's not like the biggest holiday for seasonal sourcing, but there's always good items. You saw we already came across a couple there. Another thing you can do to really zero in, and this is a major gem, I usually only share information on this on the free live classes that we host. In fact, I'll share a ton more on the next free live class, so make sure you guys are registered for that. Down below is tons like live exclusive sourcing information, that kind of thing. But we can also use a tool called Keep a Product Finder to specifically source for some of these Easter products. So I can go into Keep, and this is just included with your Keep subscription, and I can filter specifically for products that would be good to sell during the Easter season. So for example, the average sales rank is nice and low. It's 150K or so. That would be selling at least 30 plus times a month. I can also go in here and filter for things that have at least a few sellers, so I know it's not a private label item. And then if I'm specifically looking just for these Easter products, so now I have products that sell well and are already sold by a few different sellers. What if I go in here and also say, hey, Easter has to be in the title? So now I've filtered down to 1,000 Easter products that we know are pretty reseller friendly. There's at least 3+ sellers on average. And now it makes it a lot simpler for me to go in here and start digging for some profit. Another thing I will mention, that you see a lot of these, the sales rank right now is really low on these because Easter's really soon. Usually the best selling products on Amazon, they're the best selling products on Amazon because they're a good deal. So I tend to find the most success in the 10K sales rank and above range. So I'm going to apply that to this filter right here. And now I'm going to be finding some products that are a lot more likely to be profitable via reselling. And we don't even need to stop there, right? This is major game. Like I said, make sure if you want to see more on Keep a Product Finder, register for the free class that we're hosting. But I can also go in here and filter for the products that are increasing in price the most recently. So like this, for example, this like Robin eggs. It's like a different Robin eggs listing than we started from. You can see the price on this has gone up 82% in the last 90 days. So these are products that are going to be becoming more and more profitable, and they have Easter in the name. So you know that all of these are nicely high in demand. They've got lots of sellers on it. So this is also going to be a great way for you to go out and actually start sourcing some of those Easter friendly products. So like this one, for example, this is a 4-pack. If we can get these for $12, and we're making plenty of money. Really, as I'm looking through these, I'm typically looking for like candies and toys and that kind of thing. Here's a Russell Stover bunny that went from $5 to $8. So this is a great way to look for specific Easter products or any season that you're looking for. And we can filter for products that are nicely increasing in price lately. lately. But no matter how you like to source those seasonal products, the next step of the process is going to be for you to hop into Boxum. As an Amazon seller, make sure you have Boxum, Keepa, and SellerAmp. Those are the tools you need to manage your business. And then I'm going to quickly show you the process of getting these products shipped into Amazon. You can see Boxum also tracks how much money you're going to make on these seasonal items. So go ahead and create an FBA shipment up here. So you'll hit that create shipment button, go ahead and pop in the address you're shipping from, name the shipment, select FBA or FBM. That can be a really good idea with some of these limited time opportunities. If you want to list these items as FBM, you just go to inventory and then list FBM. And then in this example, let's say you wanted to sell some of those robin eggs. We can take the title, you can search by ASIN as well. So you can just copy the ASIN of the product that you want to list, paste that right there, and then you'll be able to list this product via FBM. Listing products via FBM is a lot simpler. It's a lot faster just because all you have to do is plug in your buy cost, say $4. Let's say you got 10 of them, plug in your supplier. So we can say we bought this from like Walmart in this example, and it's going to be pretty straightforward for you to actually go ahead and create that listing, right? We also need to add an expiration date, just doing it for an example, right? So add the listing and then you'll just submit that FBM listing right there. It's all you need to do to list products via FBM. So as soon as that goes up, customers can start buying it from you, ship it directly to the customer as it sells, or you can go ahead and pop in to an FBA shipment. You'll want to try to get on top of those FBA shipments a couple weeks at least before that season you're wanting to sell it during. So right now, like I'm filming this a couple days before Easter, I would not want to do an FBA shipment for these products. I think it's a great idea to create an FBA shipment if you have like at least a month or so until the holiday. That way you can be nicely in stock, and usually you can charge a price premium as an FBA seller as well. But you just go ahead and create a shipment there. Go ahead and plug in the name or ASIN of whatever item you want to send. I'm just going to use a product that I found at my local store the other day. Been using this as an example. Go ahead and plug in like how much you paid for it, how much you want to send into Amazon, your supplier, all that good stuff. Whatever information you want to have stored within Boxum so you can track what suppliers are making you money, how much money you're actually making, all that kind of stuff. Add as many products as you want. We'll just go ahead and continue right there. Submit that to Amazon. That's going to take you to step 2, where it's going to show you how to label these products. So in this example, I'm just going to go ahead and print one out so you guys can see how it works. You're going to take this little FNSKU barcode that prints out, cover the barcode on the product. So if you're buying candy, just cover that UPC barcode, and then you can use the bulk assign to assign them into individual boxes. So in this example, somebody got like 50 of these. So let's say 25 in each box. Here's my weight, here's my dimensions, all that kind of stuff. Go ahead and save that. You can add as many different products as you want to these boxes as well. Just make sure you don't fill the boxes bigger than 25 inches in any dimension or over 50 pounds. That's the only rules there. We'll go ahead and continue and submit that to Amazon. And then you're going to be able to see all the different shipping payment options. So in this example, I can see 3 different options, basically 3 different warehouses. So let's say you ship to the same warehouse a lot and they've been really slow checking your stuff in. Maybe you want to pay a little bit extra to ship it there. Or sometimes the placement fees on one might be way lower, but the transportation fees might be way higher, right? So you might have a cheaper option depending on which of the 3 Boxum is showing you. And you'll see that right here, for example, where you can ship this 96-pound example to Amazon for about $41. So in this case, 40 cents a pound or so. And then once you accept those charges, you'll just print out your shipping label, slap it on the outside of the box, and you're ready to get those seasonal products shipped off to Amazon and start making some money on those. But hopefully these 2 different strategies help you make a ton of seasonal money on Amazon. If this was helpful and you're ready to jump in, make sure you grab a 2-week free trial of SellerAmp and Boxum down below. That's how you source your products and get those shipped off to Amazon. And if you just want to show a little bit of love, hit the subscribe button. That's a great free way to help me out. And if you're really excited to keep digging in and learning more about making money on Amazon, click this video right here. It's going to be a free mini course to show you everything you need to know.